Welcome to Faith, Fiction, and Folklore, or the Try-F podcast, where we try not to mess things up. And today we're going to talk about Alien Church with Cody and Gary. How you guys doing?
Pretty
Doing
good,
fantastic.
actually. Yeah, doing good.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not a gray alien, so that's a plus.
you're not a gray?
Who wants to be a gray alien? I mean, honestly,
Well, what about a high elf alien?
like a
Gary, your
Mhm.
name is an anagram for gray, so I'm just saying
Who?
you might be.
Does that explain my oversized forehead?
It could.
Okay.
Yeah, that was rough.
All right. Okay. So, yes, Jen, we are talking about an alien church, and I don't know what this is about. Trevor, can you enlighten
Yeah.
us?
You know, I follow Isaiah Saldivar. I lose. I don't remember how to say his last name. It's hard to say. But anyways,
Salamander.
yeah.
Isaiah Salamander.
Anyways, he showed this alien church, and I thought it would be interesting to talk about. So, we're going to talk about it.
We're
And,
reacting to reacting.
We're reacting to, yes, his little clip here on it.
All right, sweet. Well, before we get started, Jen says, "Oh, mother was a slap in God's face, big time." So, yeah, legalism has touched many of our lives. That's all. We've all got stories in that regard, I think. So, all right, are we ready, guys?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what this is about.
Okay, today we're going to be talking about the alien church in downtown LA. This is a really, really sad deception that's going on right now in the world, is that people are obsessed and fascinated with aliens. Now, technically, we are the real aliens, because aliens means someone from a different country or a different place, and we are citizens of heaven. The Bible says we're sojourners, we're pilgrims, just
What
passing
the-
through, that this is not our home, that we're not from here. So if you want to get biblical, Christians are supposed to be aliens because we're not from this world, we're from a different place, and that is kingdom of heaven. But for this video, we're going to talk about aliens. So we're going to watch a couple of these videos. As you can see on the building, this is a church, an alien church. As you can see, it says if you believe in Jesus, you believe in aliens. So they're trying to say if you're a Christian, you also believe in aliens. This is really weird, really creepy, but we're going to react and talk about this as we go.
So, is the 11th commandment, "Thou shalt probe orifices"?
I think a lot of these people are just deceived. They're having demonic encounters, and they think that they're aliens, but they're really encountering demons. So let's watch some of this here. This went
Based.
viral, so I just want to react
A
to it
couple
here.
weeks ago, I came across an alien church in downtown LA. The owner ended up coming across the video, and he sent me a DM.
One more thought. One more word.
So we're
just one
reacting
word.
to a reaction of a reaction.
Yes. This is
Yeah,
very...
the videos he pulls up are from TikTok.
That's right. This is the mirror... I don't know. Anyway, I just want to have one word. One word to say about this. California. California.
California love.
Just
Yeah,
throwing it
he
out
asked me
there.
if I wanted to come back
Dude,
in for an interview.
Every time
To
I
be
think
honest,
about
at first,
the
I
word
didn't know if this place
California,
would-
I think about that what's his name? Maroon 5, the lead singer at the Super Bowl, and he had California tattooed on his stomach. It was so ridiculous.
Why would you tattoo California on... I can't
You
imagine...
don't remember that? It was
I
like 2 or
don't-
3 years
dude,
ago.
I don't watch the Super Bowl anymore. I
Oh
just
my
don't
God.
have time.
But everybody kept making fun of him. Like there'd be these big fat guys with beer guts, and they put like Louisiana on their stomach.
Why?
It was so funny, dude. Like Arkansas on their stomach. It was great.
Oh, gosh. I can't
They
imagine...
were just making fun of him. Adam Levine, that's his name.
If somebody typed Missouri on their stomach, people would be like, "Oh, you're from there."
So, no, that's what
Oh.
people were doing. It was hilarious
That's insane.
That is hilarious.
because they were just making fun of Adam.
Look at how creepy this is. These people are literally...
Hey, look, an ad.
They're literally ads.
bowing down to this like alien. Obviously, this is like a fake alien statue, but it's just sad to see how demons have so deceived people. Is just sad.
was a giant troll, or if they really thought that an alien died on the cross for our sins.
Look at that.
Demons or meth? Sometimes the simplest explanation is the right one.
I've heard a lot of people on meth see shadow people, or the green-eyed demons.
Yeah, that's true. I heard tree people as well, so there is a conversation about whether it kills your brain enough to see the other side or whatever, but I don't know.
Puts you in a different vibrational state.
It's true. It's true. Jen
heard of-
says, I've heard about Bill Maher aliens and the Plagiaran ones. I'm not sure what that is.
Plazarian or Plazarian or something like that. Yeah.
And then don't go to Skinwalker Ranch. Our show is called Faith Fiction and Folklore. We talk
should
about
do-
Skinwalkers. We have not done one about Skinwalker Ranch.
We should do one on Skinwalker Ranch.
That is an absolutely insane story. I think we should. We need to do a show about Skinwalker Ranch.
Or Skinwalkers, the Indian folklore, the bipedal guy with the antlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they change
Something
into
like that.
different, animals and stuff.
Yeah.
Or the chupacabra. It's kind
No,
of
that one's
That
fake.
one always bored me. Chupacabra.
Yeah, that's like
I'm like,
Well, it's a
Bigfoot,
skinwalker.
the worst.
oh, you mean a
it's a-
monkey-like
it's a-
thing that eats cows?
Yeah, it's a type. It's a type of skinwalker.
Huh. I always found Chupacabra boring. I'm like, okay, you've got a predator eating your cattle. What?
It's like a coyote with mange.
Yeah, it's a coyote with mange. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's in the church. An alien on the cross. Crazy how deceived you can be.
Until we started talking to some of the members.
2027, they're gonna show themselves more boldly to the world. Yeah, and it's gonna be a lot more undeniable.
What's your biggest goal?
2027, he said. It's like 1992, 1997, 1998, 2001. They're always predicting a future day. It never comes, but they're always predicting a future day that the aliens are going to appear, that the aliens are going to show up. I'll tell you, like, do you believe in aliens, Isaiah? I believe in fallen angels, and I believe in actual angels. And I think that people have experiences with demons and think that they're aliens, or they have experience with angels and think that they're aliens. These extraterrestrial beings that they don't know, but yeah, they are. They're supernatural beings. They're real. They're all around. They're living in many people, and they're controlling much of what happens in the world today. And they're not aliens. They're demons.
Or they have a reaction with the CIA, or an encounter with the CIA, and think it's an alien.
Why would an intergalactic society want to probe you? What are they possibly hoping to learn from that particular region of your body? I'm just curious. Yeah.
That's their preference.
It's a humiliation ritual, if anything, which again would probably suggest the CIA. We should bomb
they
that
just want to
place.
keep people quiet, so most of them just don't say anything
Yeah.
because they got their butt poked.
Oh gosh, I've never understood that.
Like I said, preference.
Yeah.
To develop this technology. We want this chip to read our blood pressure.
So the goal of the church is to develop this technology to read the blood pressure. I mean, it looks like they're just like trying to figure out the mark of the beast and just create that. I mean, and not to be rude, but I don't think these guys are going to be the ones that come up with the technology.
It's gonna read adrenaline in your blood. So this chip is gonna allow us to end with crime.
We met a member that showed us this magnet in his hand.
Bill Gates already beat you to it. They've already got the chip. You're
Thought that
too
was Elon.
late. No, that's the brain one. No, Bill Gates has got one that's going to track you and make it so you can't buy or sell, and then it like administer like chemicals into your blood and stuff.
You see what I mean by revelations, dude? Like people, dirty, gross, evil people use revelations as a scare tactic. They're like, oh, I just so happens I have this thing that matches the scary book.
Like I don't disagree with you. I think they are taking their ideas from Revelation. What scares me is that when it finally does happen, the idea is going to be so like covert, people aren't going to make the connection. But these guys, like,
People
know-
always point it out.
yeah, like the guys that are sitting. I never got into the whole like barcode thing. Where like, oh, the barcodes, they got 666 in the middle and stuff, and I'm like, that's a little on the nose. It was kind of like saying Hillary Clinton is the Antichrist. I'm like, guys, that's obvious. Stop. You know.
If there was anything that was on the nose, it was the Monster energy drink cans.
Yeah, that was on. I missed that one though. I drank Monster for forever. But anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's like, okay, I doubt it's going to be like the Antichrist is going to be some politician that half the population doesn't like. I mean, stop. And every year, the new politician is either Hitler or the Antichrist.
Yep.
You know. And so I never. So yes, you're right. They do use revelations, but I think when it does happen, it's going to be like so subtle, people aren't going to catch it. So anyway,
Jen said, I think they're gonna try and play Hunger Games on us.
yeah, I think that. I think they were going for that. They, these 15-minute cities and these UN cities. You know those
Yeah. It's a
fire.
pipe dream for them. They can't do it, but it's a pipe dream.
Exactly, I agree with you 100%. It's like they burned down portions of LA. They burned down Maui because these are places where they plan to build those cities, but it ain't gonna happen. They just really want it. So
Yeah. Yep.
It's connected to my blood veins and it's magnetic.
When you were
Started it when I was 7 years old. I don't know how long I had it, but that's when a magnet stuck to it.
This was starting to freak me out, not gonna lie.
He said an alien implant when he was 7 years old. I mean, it's just kind of laughable.
Seen UFOs. I've seen some crazy stuff, and I think this has something to do with it. I have no remembrance of being abducted, but ever since I discovered this when I was 7 years old, I've had.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one that caught that, Cody. Like, I was abducted by aliens. I don't remember it, but I was. I was like, wait, what?
Based.
I know it was an implant by aliens, but I don't remember being abducted by aliens.
His mom shows up. She's like, "You had a metal rod put in your finger when you were 4.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?"
Jen said, use things
Oh.
in the sky happening to say some crazy crap like the end of the world, Jesus' second coming.
Yeah, Isaiah's always shooting some revelation crap.
I don't know nothing about this guy.
He's predicted the end of the world several times.
Oh, Isaiah? Yeah.
Well, hopefully he stops doing that.
Doubt it. Makes too much money doing it.
Experiences.
You think that makes money? You think that works?
Scaring people?
Well, like the whole like end of the world and then being wrong, then predicting the end of the world again, and then being wrong, and then predicting the
How
end
do you
of the
think
world again.
insurance companies make money, bro? It's the biggest market in the world is fear.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. So people will believe the guy over and over again just because they're afraid?
Yeah. Like I detail cars for a living. If
Mm-hmm.
I were to go around going, you need to put ceramic coating on your car because if you don't, the rock chips will make your clear coat fall off, and we got this acid rain coming. It's just gonna eat through all your paint unless you do ceramic coating. And I could charge the crap out of people for it. But I'm not that kind of person.
I'm glad to hear that because that's really depressing that people do that. I feel that way about the medical industry, though.
Oh yeah, dude. Everybody does
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Every doctor said this is basically very strange and impractical.
He even showed us the x-ray he got done, and then this weird octagon bump he had on the back of his head that he was born with.
I will.
You've got a bump in the head and a piece of metal in your arm, and you're wondering why you see aliens.
Tell you right now, I watched this thing years ago about alien abductions, and people were describing them, and I kid you not, when they were describing how they got abducted by aliens.
Sorry, Jen's got some good thoughts here. I think this is in reference to the Mark of the Beast. They're going to make it convenient. I agree with that. Like it helps people. Then, boom, you're under control. And then she says, no, they're going to make us think things happening in the sky. People in Europe already get the chip. I've actually saw a story about a girl in Australia that got a chip. And then they shut down her bank account 2 days later because these freaks couldn't help themselves. So, like, she thought she could get, like, you know, everything super convenient. And then they shut down her account for some reason, and she got super freaked out. Needless to say, I don't think that chip caught on.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Mm-hmm. You would think they'd at least wait a couple of years before they did that, but apparently not.
Just got excited, blew the load.
Yeah.
It sounded just like a demonic attack at night. It literally sounded just like they're having a demonic experience with a demon, and they thought that they were abducted, but in reality, they were being attacked by demons. Now, as far as this guy having a magnet in his hand, I have no clue what that's all about. And again, not to be rude, respectfully, I wouldn't take this guy's word for it that he had a magnet put in his hand when he was 7. But
Almost impossible to conceive of.
Things
all right, let's watch part 2 here.
got weirder though so far. I went to an alien church in downtown LA, and they explained to us how they sell energy for up to $10,000.
Okay, so there's one of their
Well, there's the money pot scheme.
Yeah, why would you pay 10 grand for that?
I don't know.
For nothing.
Maybe they put it in a pill, or something. Be like, this is concentrated energy, guys.
I mean, it's a sacrament. It's like I can't keep my I have a bunch of workout equipment in my job, in my garage rather,
Yeah.
and I can't use it. I have to go pay for a gym membership to have the motivation to work out.
Because
I
it
have to.
hurts. Feeling that
Yeah.
money leave your wallet hurts. And so
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
So
you
same
do
thing
that.
with these people. It's like a stimulus.
I
Placebo
can kind of
effect.
get that. Yeah.
Placebo effect.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand that. I'm the same way. I spent all this money on gym equipment, and I actually spent like 5 years buying it and accumulating it little by little. And then in the end, I just bought a gym membership. Now I was like, I need a treadmill that can actually do a 15 incline, but it may have just been because paying the money makes it hurt enough to go. So, you might be onto something there.
Little statues that they worship. I guess that's their alien high priest that they bought straight from the Halloween store. But they sell energy as well. So
I can guarantee you that this will.
Oh, look, an ad.
I'm very
Well, look, another ad.
dissatisfied because I'm in a
I mean, guys.
podcast.
I'm trying to be respectful, but these
No, you're not.
Some grandmothers need to make a cult so they can sell all their crochet and say it gives them energy.
Yeah,
Like
that would work.
That would be that would make a killing. I mean, those are just trinkets, man. That's crazy.
are like pins. It's a 4-leaf clover pin that you could get at like the dollar store. I'm pretty sure my kids probably have some of those pins. But again, it's kind of it's laughable, but it is sad the deception happening in the world, that people are in this bondage. And this guy, I think he's probably one of the leaders. He actually says it in the long video, it's like 2 hours, that he was raised Christian and he went to this. But it's just sad how the enemy has infiltrated people, and they're so curious with the supernatural. They're so curious with, something beyond themselves, that they turn to stuff like this, and they live in this deception. They live in this deception, and they think this is real, and it's just, we sit back and go like, they must be crazy, but in reality, this is their life.
Will change your life. Every time you look at the clock, it'll be a lot sooner than you think.
Every time you look at the clock, it'll be a lot sooner than you think. So if you're late to stuff, you probably shouldn't get these pins. Look at this one.
There's a stem cell one.
That's $1,000, guys.
Why? This lengthens your telomeres.
What is that?
This lengthens your telomeres.
That one.
It lengthens your telomeres, and it's a pin, guys. Oh, Lord help them, save them.
I'm sorry, I just love that tone. Why? Oh man.
10,000?
This one has stem.
Bro, I can't. These are literally Etsy pens. Which one of your grandmas sold them these on Etsy? Someone's grandma made these on Etsy and is selling them to these guys, and now they're saying they're worth 10,000. Help. The deception's so crazy.
Cell energy.
How many have you sold, Jay?
I just started. There's another one that's $100. It's time acceleration. It will help slow
I can't, dude. Time
down
acceleration.
time. So time will feel
Slow down time.
The wearing the
You
pin
wear
is
that
gonna
Some of you that are late to everything need the time slow down one, so you can keep getting ready because you're always late to church. You need the time.
give
wake
you
up in
that
the
ability,
morning.
or is it looking at the pin?
just having it near you.
Okay.
It's there's 3 different encoding methods that it's a long cell. Do you guys feel this?
I mean, what do you mean exactly? I feel like
That should help you. That should oxygenate your body in 2 different ways.
I love the no war pillow in the background. Yes, trick people out of thousands of dollars, but no war. War is bad. Oh, let's see. Jen says people lined up for it, and commercial. I'm assuming this is a commercial. I agree. Yes, this is a commercial for $1,000 pins that lengthen telomeres. Can anybody tell me what a telomere is?
I think it's like a synapse in your brain or some shit.
Well, if you come here and clean my house, it'll lengthen your telomeres.
Telomeres. Telomere refers to telomeres, which are repetitive DNA sequences at the ends of chromosomes that protect them from damage, play a role in cell aging and lifespan. Sounds like bullshit. I don't know.
So if you get this pin, it'll make your DNA repeat itself. That sounds like a mutation.
Mm.
I'm just making it
Maybe.
up. If you buy this pin, you'll turn into an X-Man.
Yeah.
There you
X-Men.
go.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't watch this.
And seeing and vitalizing the air around you.
What should I be feeling? Like a cold air or like a?
I guess like
Um,
it should be easier for you.
I don't know. I made it up.
Okay.
I went to an alien church and
All right.
See my pink shirt and long... See how I'm dressed in pajamas? Means I'm trustworthy. Oh, gosh.
Means I wake up at 11 a.m. every day.
Jen said, I wear shungite stone, but that moves away. EMF. Oh, that moves away. EMF.
Yeah, shungite's cool. You can, I think you can like paint beehives with it, and it helps the bees a lot.
I'm dumb. I don't know what shungite is.
It's a crystal.
Ah.
But I mean, crystals are definitely they pick up different frequencies. Like every radio has a crystal inside of it. So I mean, that checks out.
I didn't know
Crystals
that.
definitely. Oh yeah, dude. That's how they pick up radio frequencies.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's
That's
why
fascinating.
certain different rocks and stuff, like if a building is like made of whatever rocks they use, it'll block radio frequencies and stuff like that.
Well, that just gave me an interesting idea for one of my books, if I ever write it.
There you go.
Yeah, crystals are cool.
LOL.
I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, but this-
Nope. In regards to what? I don't. We have to. If we said something stupid, you got to tell us what it is.
Yeah. Call us out on our
Shungite.
BS.
Yeah, I could be thinking of the wrong thing. There's shungite because they make I think it's shungite paint.
Like a color.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Well, it's black, but
I'm completely ignorant on this subject.
yeah, I might be thinking of the wrong thing.
Okay. Well, let's try to wrap
know.
this up here.
I
what's
think
the most expensive energy? What? What's the most expensive energy?
He doesn't even know the answer to that question. What? What? The most expensive kind? What?
Possible.
What's the most expensive
The
energy?
$10,000.
Yeah.
There's so I just have 3 that's like kind of really expensive, and then everything else is really cheap. And there's another one that's $100. It's time acceleration. It will help slow.
That's called a dodge, boys and girls. Because you can't have that kind of math working in the free market of energy.
Down time. So time will feel
Slow down time.
So wearing the
Need to
pin
wear
is
that when
gonna
I
give
wake
you
up in
that
the morning.
ability, or is it looking at the pin?
She said I need to wear that when I wake up in the morning.
Just having it near you.
Okay. So the image itself is creating the energy that's.
Yeah, there's
Therapy has always been such a scary idea to me
I need
because
therapy
I
after
simply
this
did not
video.
know where to get started. I didn't know how to find my person. I did not know.
You know, I've dealt with people doing.
You know, Trevor, since we've watched this video on my Faith Fiction Folklore account, I'm going to get so many stupid, like, New Age stone commercials now. The algorithm's going to think like I'm some sort of shaman.
that's all right.
Deliverance on them that are so.
You can say not.
demonized
You can
that the
click
devil
not
has them
interested.
believing this stuff.
Okay, so yes, it's a memory chip. Jen says it's a memory chip.
What is
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
shungite? I don't understand.
Like they're just so demonized.
I'm going to elaborate on it here in a minute, I guess.
The demons are telling them this. You know, the aliens are real. The aliens are coming at this time. You need to do this. You need to buy these little pins that they probably either homemade or got off Etsy, and they just live their life believing the deception. They just need deliverance.
3 different encoding methods that it's a long cycle. It's a long cycle.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Do you go into that in
You
your
guys want
book?
to see the time one? You want to feel it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Feel the what?
the time one.
I'll hold any pin. I'm intrigued. Sure.
I would just tell this guy he's full of shit.
Yeah, you just need to have more patience, Cody. You got to wait for the pitch to be
No.
done. It's like Amway.
No,
You know.
it would be immediate, like Brandon Biggs. It'd be like, "Hey, dude, you're full of shit."
The prophet of Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Why you guys gonna make fun of me? I was
I
wrong
wasn't. I was
one
making fun of
time.
Brandon Biggs.
One time.
No, we weren't making
Nothing to do
fun
with
of
you.
you.
Oh, Brandon Biggs. Anyway.
Brandon Littles. I'm gonna start calling him Little Brandon.
Brandon big on himself.
I bet he heard that in school, and I bet he would be furious.
Yeah.
That this will change your life. This will, every time you look at
I mean, the fact that they think these little pens you get at the dollar store are going to change your life.
What does this have
Nobody
to do with
thinks that.
aliens? What,
Yeah.
I want to know about these grays.
It's the
and how
alien
they're-
church.
The alien church. Yeah, but I don't know what did the Greys tell him about all these rocks? Like, what's even the premise here?
Well,
I don't know.
it's the stuff that they're wanting to sell, crystals and stuff.
All right, sorry, Trevor, is this church like something that grows, or is this just some pothead in L.A.?
As far as I know, this is the only video that I listened to. I thought it'd be interesting to listen
That's
to.
interesting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give this another
Probably
minute,
just
and then
one
I'm gonna look.
guy.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is one guy.
Well,
One
this-
guy making money off of one video.
Yeah.
That's the
I'm
basically
gonna.
the rest of it is Isaiah talking. So
Okay. Well, I'm going to look up. Give me just a minute here. Is my microphone still working? I never know. All right, I'm gonna look up
Let me
this
check.
alien church on the Google real quick. OBS says my mic is working, for whatever that's
yes,
worth.
I can hear you on the stream. So.
Sweet. Okay, so, all right. We can see here. Alien church popularity.
In LA. It's blowing up all over TikTok. So
TikTok is a cesspool.
Isn't it?
I got your cesspool.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
So,
Wink wink. Did you see my picture that I sent you guys in the text?
Yes. So it's a cow, wouldn't it?
What did you see what it said?
I'm pretty tired. I forgot.
here's a list of UFO religions.
Uh-oh.
Zoroastrianism. Is that in there?
Zoroastrianism. This is from the reliable source of Wikipedia, so it might not.
Do you know what Zoroastrianism is?
No, I have no clue.
It's a religion of wearing masks. And we have a movie called Zorro. Isn't that hilarious?
It's funny.
Or the Mask of Zorro.
It's a good movie though.
Or that movie too.
We got the Arthurius Society by George King. Ashtar Galactic Command. That's a old school demonic entity. Sirius Chintao Christ Brotherhood. Yeah, that's not a cult. Cosmic Circle of Fellowship. Fiat
Nice. I want to go
Lux.
to that one.
Cosmic Circle of Fellowship.
Yeah. It's dope.
Well, it was in 1955, so I don't imagine it's still around.
Yeah.
The free intergenerationne for jins in Gishnagakada. I'm not even going to try. So,
I want to be in that one.
yeah. Ground Crew Project. Heaven's Gate. Well,
The Ground Crew Project? That's hilarious.
heard
That's
about
such a
Heaven.
vague name.
I am out of loot. I've heard about Heaven's Gate. It's about the only one I've heard of so far. I Am Activity. Industrial Church. Now, see, that's that New Thought stuff. Remember we're talking about how they did all that emphasis on I Am, trying to make that into a whole thing in Declarations and New Thought, and it's from the 1930s. Interesting.
Holy moly.
See, I wonder if this guy and his wife murder-suicided themselves. Industrial Church of the New World Comforter, Mark Age, Nation of Islam. Well, I'm sure there's some Muslims that are very angry about that. Neopar, and on and on and on. Scientology. I guess Scientology is an alien cult, isn't it? Because an alien fell in a volcano and blew apart or something.
I don't know. Let me ask Tom Cruise real quick.
Yeah.
You got his number?
Yeah, how many species of aliens are there now? I want to know the different aliens. I actually...
Oh,
Jim,
man,
that's
I
a
got
good
so many
question.
of them.
Let's see, how many are there now? How many species? Because the last I heard, there were like 71.
I mean, just the alien craft alone is up in the hundreds.
Okay, so according to a university, so we know it's legitimate. CBS News says there may be more than 36 intelligent alien civilizations in the Milky Way, scientists say. Well, that proves it.
Good job,
science.
CBS.
Trust the science.
Just the science. Man, I tried to do Fauci's voice today and it about killed me. That guy's like
man.
straight up a demon. I
He
can't even make
sounds
his
like a
voice.
gangster. I
And
first
Can't
saw
even
that
make
guy.
his voice.
Oh,
And
yeah, sorry, go on.
not to mention, you can't even like find anything. Like, he's not on the news anymore.
They scrubbed it.
He's scrubbed.
Yeah,
He's gone.
he's hoping people will forget so he doesn't go to jail. That's what that is.
Yeah.
My name is Dr. Fauci, and you can trust the science.
That's a good one, Joe. We should do a video on Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
Alex
man.
Jones found that.
Yep.
I saw the
We're gonna be
videos.
all over this one.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw the videos of Bohemian Grove and I was like, this is a potluck for pagans.
Yeah.
It's like
Not even threatening. It's like little nerdy guys like Bill Gates are like,
oh yeah, the cremation of care is upon us, guys.
look at this cool fire.
Speaking of fire, you know that fire in was it Los Angeles?
Yeah, the LA
Paradise?
fires.
Paradise in Los Angeles. Bohemian Grove is just a few miles from it.
Yeah, that's
No,
probably
they
why they
probably
wanted.
did it.
They probably think they're going to roll that 15-minute city they're going to try to build on top of that.
Maybe.
So, let's see. Jonestown. I was actually watching a Joe Rogan interview about somebody talking about Jonestown not too long ago. Sounds like the guy just, according to the fellow on Joe Rogan, sounds like the guy just went nuts because he was doing uppers and downers to kind of maintain his pace, kind of like Hitler did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
That'll do it.
yeah. Jen says, I cannot stand that slick snot.
Thank you.
Who?
So, I don't know.
Alex Jones? Probably Alex Jones.
Who is the slick snot? I don't
I
know.
have the documents, Gary. Gary, I've been to Bohemian Grove, and I have the documents. And buy
He's
my
the
voter bills.
only guy I get news from anymore. I just can't trust anybody else. That's how... I've been on the Alex Jones train since Epstein, like back in 2017.
Yeah, I was on it for a minute, but I don't know, maybe less than a year.
Jen says, one name that makes my brain crack.
Which name is that?
It's Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
You know,
I have the documents.
oh, let's see. I guess we're done with this news article here.
Sorry, y'all.
Oh, you're good. So we have reached the 30-minute mark, I think. Is there anything else we need to cover, gentlemen, about this enlightening topic?
Oh,
I don't think so.
nah.
I don't think so either. We've learned that men in pajamas can still be charlatans. So,
I mean, I could pull up another creator that talks about aliens all the time.
well, we'll save that
Don't
for
do it.
next time.
Don't do it.
Next time.
We've had a
Don't do
very
it.
productive and eventful 3.5 hours. So,
Yeah, it's been a good stream.
yeah, it has been a good stream.
Thank you.
When I was actually
Sorry, I was late.
audible. So, oh, no, you're good, man. You're good.
You're still audible. I just checked.
Jen says, yeah, once Alex got in it, became something people want to break into. Oh, yeah. Well, once he got inside the Bohemian Grove, people have been breaking in there. Yeah, they got in there a second time. It was a bunch of kids that got in there and then gave Jones the footage. Like, I think it was last year or something.
Oh, really? That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, it's the most recent stuff. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. That is correct. When I saw the new Bohemian Grove footage, it looked even more embarrassing than the first time because it was in the day, and so you just got all these guys in like medieval robes, running around in the
like a
daily.
Boy Scout summer camp.
It was
Bunch of losers.
it was a Renaissance fair. So
That's hilarious.
Tom Cruise.
so Tom Cruise, yeah. All right,
Before-
guys.
Before we exit, do you guys want to watch a video that'll make us all laugh?
Sure. What's the video?
I put it in chat in the Zoom chat.
Okay, well, before we do that, let's end off this episode. Then we'll do this because the thing with the try not to laugh stuff is we
Let's
can't
not
really.
try not to laugh.
Okay.
We're supposed to laugh.
We're supposed to laugh. Okay. Well, is there audio, like people talking in this video?
Yes.
Okay, then we can
Yes.
put it on the podcast. Okay. All right, let me get the link here really quick. Apologies, the screen's gonna go out of sync for a second. It's on the chat. Oh, hey, it didn't. Yay.
She never liked Tom Cruise.
Ah, Tom Cruise. Yes.
I like him in Tropic Thunder. I love that movie.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
fantastic in that movie. I think that movie saved his career.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
Yeah. Oh, she said no, Tom Cruise. She was referring to the. I guess she wasn't talking about
not
Alex
Alex
Jones.
Jones.
She was talking
Not
about Tom
Alex
Cruise.
Jones.
Okay, got it. All right, but before we watch this funny video, we gotta watch an
Fishing
ad.
sale. Let's go to the fishing sale.
Oh
guys.
yes, because I do that. I am such an outdoorsman.
That's the one we just watched.
Okay.
Hold on.
That's the one we just watched. What?
What the? Trevor.
No, it's the
Just
one
failing.
under that.
We watched the. Oh, okay, I see.
There's
Hang
a
on
new
minute.
one.
How
Gary,
to?
you're failing.
I know. It's been a bad night for me.
No, it hasn't. Blinker fluid. That's not
I've been
good.
on mute for half the podcast and didn't know it. It was a bad night for me. Okay, let's see here.
This made me crack up, so I thought I'd ask you guys if you wanted to watch it.
All right.
Because it's funny.
So the title of the video is Blinker Fluid, or How to Replace Blinker Fluid. This has nothing to do with aliens, but we're going to see what it is about.
It might.
Maybe.
Hey guys,
This is
Chris
purely
Fix
just
here,
to
and
laugh.
today I'm going to teach you how to change the blinker fluid in your car or truck. You can see here in my truck, the blinker fluid is about half full and it needs to be filled all the way. Now, if your mechanic tries to tell you he needs to service your blinker fluid,
This dude is going to get some 17-year-old girl killed. This is not nice.
No, I was trying. I needed help replacing my blinker light, and I was looking for a blinker light
Oh,
replacement video, and I come across this. I was like, oh, I gotta see if they'll laugh at this one.
guess what? Find a new mechanic, he's ripping you off because you could totally do this at home inexpensively, and this is all you need.
Oh my god.
Now, real quick, before I go and explain all the tools you'll need, make sure that you share this video with your friends because I hate to see people get ripped off, and I see it all the time. So if they watch this video,
That's
you know
called
they won't get ripped off
projection.
at the dealership or at their mechanic. Now, this is all
Oh,
you
it gets
need
better.
to change your blinker fluid. Safety is very important, so make sure you wear gloves because blinker fluid could irritate your skin. And even more important than the gloves are glasses. You do not want to get blinker fluid in your eyes because if you do, it'll cause uncontrollable blinking until you wash it out, and you don't want that, trust me. Next, you're going to need your blinker fluid. Now, there are two types of blinker fluid. We have our advanced full synthetic, and we have our conventional blinker fluid. And I'll go over in a few seconds which one you're going to want to use. We also have a funnel, got some elbow grease, and then we have extra bulbs. It's a good time to change your bulbs now. And then finally, all you need is some common hand tools to get the job done. So let's go and change out the blinker fluid. Maintaining your blinker fluid is very important. You never want it to get this bad. Now, the blinker fluid works in all makes and models, and what it does is it maintains the operating temperature of the blinker housing. It also prevents damage to the housing. You can see here the housing on my blinker is all cracked and it's getting all hazy. It also lubricates the flash synchros, super important, and it extends the bulb life.
Is that where the
Very important for
telomeres
safety, so
are?
you can be seen while
Yeah.
you're making turns.
Same thing.
And since safety is so important, that brings me to my next point. Right here, we have synthetic and we have conventional blinker fluid. What blinker fluid should you use? Well, if you're running LED bulbs,
this.
then you want to make sure that you use synthetic blinker fluid only. If you're running the regular incandescent bulbs, then you could use either synthetic or conventional blinker fluid. I also suggest using synthetic blinker fluid in BMWs because they have major turn signal problems, which is why you never see people driving Beamers use their turn signals. They just don't work. This synthetic blinker fluid has additives in it which helps stop leaks in BMW blinkers. It's specifically formulated to prevent leaks in these cars. So hopefully that'll help BMW owners have more confidence in using their turn signals. And that's everything you need to know about blinker fluid. If you still have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll answer them. So let's go change out the blinker fluid in my truck. The first thing we need to do is remove this blinker housing. And on my truck, it's super simple. There's a bolt right back here, and all you do is you remove that, and it comes right out. Once you get it loose, you could unscrew it by hand, and then all you have to do on this is pull it right out. And now you want to remove the bulb, and it just twists, but make sure you're careful. You want to point the opening upwards to prevent spilling the remaining fluid. Now pour the old fluid out. Always dispose of the old blinker fluid properly. Your local parts store and recycle center will usually take it. What I like to do is call them up and ask if they recycle blinker fluid before I make the trip. And as mentioned before, now's a good time to change out that old bulb because it was low on blinker fluid. It's gonna wear out soon. And put in a nice fresh new bulb. And now you want to get your elbow grease, which will help seal the bulb and prevent leaks. All you do is use some of the elbow grease on that white O-ring around the bulb, but don't touch the bulb. This is one of the main causes of leaking blinker fluid, so this is an important step that you shouldn't skip. Now with all the old fluid removed, find a good spot that holds this up so we could fill it. And a funnel will help a lot here, so you don't spill any. Now we want to remove the cap and the foil cover. Carefully pour the blinker fluid into the housing so you don't spill any. And you want to fill it up all the way to the top. Perfect. You can see here this is filled to the brim, and then give it a few taps like this to remove any air and bleed the system. Good.
I hope it
Now we can
electrocutes
go and
him.
install our blinker. Now the housing is
I hope
filled
this
up
man
all the way
dies
with
a
blinker
horrible
fluid,
death.
So have a paper towel ready just in case you spill some when you add your bulb. Now we just want to inspect real quick to make sure that this looks crystal clear, and this looks great. Now all you have to do is push this into place and it'll snap right in, and then tighten down that bolt, and we are done. Now check out that before and after. What a difference. Now you know how to replace your blinker fluid. Again, make sure you share this video with your friends so they can learn how to replace their blinker fluid. Also, if you tell them to watch the video, make sure you tell them to watch it to the end, because I'd feel bad if they thought this was actually something they had to do. That being said, April Fools! Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video.
Man, he
Remember
had
to
me
give it a
going the whole
thumbs up.
time.
And for my new viewers, my real videos
It's
go
like,
in depth
man,
on how to
this
fix
guy.
your car at home so you can save money, get back
Really
on the
thought he was
road,
serious.
and just get that feeling of accomplishment when you fix your own car. So don't try putting liquid in your blinkers. Instead, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Up on the screen are gonna.
Well, we learned nothing. That's fantastic.
That's
Jen-
why my time is wasted most of the time. I'm watching stuff like that.
Jen says, I'm so glad I'm married to a mechanic.
Yeah.
All right, on that pleasant
Aye,
note,
aye, aye.
it is
He's got
time.
another one on changing your 710 cap.
I can't
Done that
handle
before.
any. I can't. I can't handle any more humor.
Yep.
All right.
Funny to ride out.
Mm-hmm. I don't
It's
know
been
what
a
that
great
means.
stream, guys.
It has been a great stream. It has
Yeah,
been a
glad
great
I-
stream.
Glad I got to show up.
I am too. I'm glad you're here, man. It's
Glad you
awesome.
made it.
So, all right, guys, it's time to end the stream. We are leaving this time. So, Jen, thank you so much for being so active in the chat. We really appreciate
Thanks,
it,
Dan. Thank you.
especially because it took me forever to get that chat actually on the screen, figure out how that works. Messed that up for like 3 weeks before I got it right. So, I think we're done, gentlemen. So,
Yeah.
with all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Later.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Faith, Fiction, and Folklore. If you did, we would love it if you would subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Rumble. We can also be found on X, Instagram, and Facebook. And we are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Thank you again very much for listening, and we'll see you next time.